Profile? OMG, another laptop movie? Is it good? Is it bad? Is it scary? Should you go? Should you not go? We're gonna find that out today. Yo, what's going on, Movie Nation? It's just Jess here. Hope you're having a good day. And today, yes, Profile movie, another scary movie. Is it good? Is it bad? And is it still safe to go to the theaters? Stick around to the end of this video because we are gonna review it. I am located in the northwest suburbs of Chicago. We're going to go at AMC Oakbrook 12 at 5 o'clock, not in IMAX, not in Dolby. And if we're just meeting for the first time, hello, my name is Jess. It's just Jess. This is my YouTube channel. I go to the movies by myself, with you guys, giving you the biggest and latest reviews of the movies. So if you like these videos, hit the subscribe button, hit that like button. It really means a lot, so then I can have YouTube as a full-time career in the future. All right, guys, we're gonna leave the hotel.
We're going to the theaters.
And we're back. Alright guys, let's talk about the movie. So we got Profile. If you're a fan of Unfriended, the dark web, and Searching, actually the producer made Unfriended and Searching. The first one is that tech horror with the laptops, where they're like, oh, something's wrong, they want to play a game. The second one, I don't think he produced it. It doesn't really say in the poster. And then Searching, the guy tries to find his girl using social media. So this is a new genre in horror, and I'll go more in depth in details in the future. Okay, so we got, I'm sorry, I'm not saying these names right. We got Melanie Kane as Amy Whitwalker. She works for the London. She works in London. She's like a news reporter trying to break stories, trying to pay rent since she has rent overdue. Her boss is Vic, played by Christine Adams, and she has a boyfriend played by Morgan Wattens as Matt. Story takes place in London. All this movie throughout, it's definitely like Unfriended the dark web. Now, Searching is a little bit different because Unfriended, it all takes place in the computer screen. Any dialogue, computer screen, Zoom, Skype, phone calls, everything is like that. So there's no like film camera, like action movies or other movies. So if you're not into this type of movie, then go away. You're not gonna like this movie. But for those of you that want to know more, okay, let's go. She breaks the story. This deals with the 2014 Islamic crisis in Syria with a group of terrorists. Now, I don't want to talk about it too much. It says it's based on a true story. I don't know anything about that because I was still in high school in 2014. So basically, people are trying to be lured into Muslims or trying to be converted into Islamic in the movie so they could travel via means because it's restricted. She's trying to find a barrier and how to get there because she wants to break the story and make money and obviously, you know, tell the whole world. So the guy is Bibble, placed as Shadhad Latif, is obviously, I don't want to say the bad guy because he's definitely not a bad guy from depending on your point of perspective. He's the guy that she's trying to seduce. You know, in Profile, she's like, oh, like you look hot, like in the trailers, right? So in the beginning, it starts off, she even has like anxiety or panic attacks because she thinks it's like overreacting. So you do see similar characteristics from the other movies like Unfriended or Unfriended the dark web and even Searching because it doesn't feel like she should be doing this. But as the story progresses, the story's mainly focused on her trying to seduce him to get him to tell her information about the heritage, Islamic, Syria, you know, ISIS, all that stuff, how to get into that country, how to even be converted, how to even get into this, the recruitment process, and the story she wants to break for London, for the whole world to see, even though London and Syria or ISIS have a few in that time of frame in the movie. I just want to reiterate, it says new genre of horror, but to be honest with you, this is the less scariest out of the older ones. Actually, the first one was the best, and the second one kind of took a little detour. It does deal with scary situations, but not with like demonic possessions. It deals with scary terrorists and worldwide implications instead of like the devil or like hell or like anything scary from like Unfriended or Unfriended the dark web. And when I say Unfriended is because this genre of horrorness is where it stems from. So if you haven't seen Unfriended that came out in 2015, I highly suggest you watch that film because I've watched Unfriended, dark web, and Searching. So this is the fourth movie in this kind of trilogy of new genre horror, basically. Even though it's not really like scary demonic horror. All right, so we're gonna get into the negatives here that I feel like maybe we should be talking on. If you're the type of person that likes a regular movie, this is not gonna be it. Like I said before, but it's a little bit hard to keep track of. Like to me, I like that because it's a lot of things going. You see her desktop, you see the music, and by the way, it does capture some of the Unfriended, especially Unfriended dark web vibes. Like you hear music like dun 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 dun. Like it does capture that music. Like there's iTunes playing. This is back in 2014, so she's using a Mac OS, and so seeing the screen, how the way she would see it, I thought it was pretty awesome, even though a lot of people won't like that. So there's music playing, there's files everywhere, everything is crowded, everything is like top notch all the time. Like there's some downtime, but she's like, oh my god, well, I gotta do this, gotta do this with the tech guy. Like there's so many software going on and around, and like there's times and dates, and the movie is set up between dates, and the way the story progressed is by recordings. So it's not even like a real film because I was having a hard time to keep track of when's happening, where is it happening. And like to be honest with you, even though this took place 2014, it's scary now because we're in 2021. Everything is online. We're filming this online. Like like internet is a scary place, and that's what I felt like Unfriended, the dark web, really took a dive, and not this, even though this like expands it to like terrorists and Islamics. And I don't want to say terrorists because in the movie, I mean, they're called terrorists, but I don't want to like offend anybody, you know. This is just based on the movie. And so internet is a very scary place even now. Like, why would she even do that? Like, you question her motives. I mean, I get it, she does it for a job, and I don't even know if she think it was gonna go this far, or if she was gonna like, if something bad was gonna happen, because you know, the viewer, we do that. So it was really scary, and it just shows you how online even back then was starting to become a scary place. And now it's like way more like crazy to think that everything we do is online, everything is documented on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter, Facebook. Like, I said that twice, like everything is online. And like, even seeing this movie back then, it's like, wow, like don't mess with the wrong people probably. Like that news source, like they had no idea what they were getting. All right, let's switch over. Let's start to the good stuff. There's a lot going on. So remember when I said there was too much going on? A lot of people will actually like that because there's a lot of things popping up, you know, music, files, like all these connections, web browsers. You see what she like looks in her day-to-day like life, you know. Matt's calling her. They use Skype all the time. Skype, we use Zoom now. Like, people are calling her, people are messaging. So to me, I really like that because that's what I liked about Unfriended, about these genre level of movies. That's what I like. You know, the music playing, because it's different. It's not like your traditional point and shoot movie. Like, you know, it's very different. And so I do commend them credit for that. Like, it's awesome. All right, so the dynamic between the characters, between Amy and Bibble, is pretty awesome because both of them, you start at zero. You don't know anything about these characters unless the dialogue that betray, the video chats that they talk about. And sometimes they're even talking, texting. And like, you just see this progression of like something that was supposed to be like easy and fun, it turned into something that shouldn't have happened or should have not happened. Like the feelings and attachments and attractions that these characters feel towards each other, I was at the end, I was astonished because I was like, wow, I didn't think it would get to that point where I thought it would. I mean, I know it was going to be bizarre just like the other films and the series. I don't want to call them series, but you know what I mean. In this new genre of horror, scary horror, I think it's pretty good for a movie like this to take advantage of that and leverage that, because it is displayed on a laptop. It is displayed in a new form of genre horror, you know. Like, we're always so used to seeing movies talking about like to be honest with you, there's a lot of tension going on. People are calling her, people are messaging her. You find out a lot of information without even the movie like giving us dialogue, just reading it off the screen. Even all these emotions and sounds, or when you use your computer, there's so much going on, and sometimes it's overbloated, and it's really, it just makes you go in a frenzy. It's like, oh my gosh, like I gotta fix this, I gotta do that, and the movie really does a good job of playing that. However, I do gotta say, this captures, I want to say 2014 vibe, because there's not like new technology. Like, she's still using a Mac OS. Like, all the film, it's not crisp clear like right now in 4K. There's a little bit of like lag, like internet language, like people hang up, and like you really see how far along that we came from like the internet. I'm just gonna be honest right now, I feel like this was like the lowest. Even though it was good, I felt like Unfriended or Unfriended the Dark Web was still good. Like that tech horror, I really loved those, and Searching was alright. I don't know why personally I didn't like this one. I do. Alright guys, so to close off this movie, honestly guys, this is a right movie. Like, this is an okay movie. Like, if you really liked Unfriended or Unfriended the Dark Web, I highly recommend you go check those out, because to me those were pinnacle. Those were the best of the series, even better than Searching. I mean, Searching was alright, but to me, I don't know, for some reason, maybe because Unfriended or Unfriended the Dark Web, the two separate films, deal with teens, and like to me that was more horrific than this. Like, yes, I get it, but I just couldn't connect to it. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. Hopefully they can make another one. It does expand on what they were trying to do previously. Filmmakers and writers and actors should be commended for that. Like, it does take to new heights. It didn't give me what Unfriended had. Alright guys, that's gonna be everything for me today. I hope you have a great day, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel so I can make this a full-time career, and click on notifications so you don't miss a video. I post a video every single week until I can do this full-time. Alright guys, peace out.